As the rainy season intensifies, concerns over flooding continue to grow in several communities, with blocked drainage channels and poor waste disposal practices often blamed for worsening the impact of heavy downpours. While some residents say individuals must take greater responsibility by keeping their surroundings clean and stopping the practice of dumping refuse into waterways, others insist government must do more through public awareness campaigns, improved waste management, and strict enforcement of environmental regulations.
Citizens need to stop blocking the waterways like drainages, gutters and the rest of them, because now we are in the rainy season. A lot of people, even before the rainy season, a lot of people tend to dispose their refuse in uncoordinated places that the government have not required them to place them. So these things tend to cause flooding when the rain comes.
So try as much as possible to stop dumping refuse into the gutters, and not just dump refuse into gutters. Stop dumping anything, dropping anything on the roads at all, because anything you drop on the road, most times they go into the gutters. And then I feel that one of the issues we have with these gutters is that most of them have been filled with garbage, they've been filled with sand, they've been filled with all sorts of things. So by the time the rain comes, there's just very little space for the water, for the gutter to hold water, so it starts flooding.
Government needs to enforce rules and regulations and even punishment for people who do that. Also, they need to create more drainage system so that water, when it's flowing, it can flow well.
So firstly, I think we should start from sensitizing people about the dangers of throwing refuse outside. So when we start with that, then we can now start tackling other things. But the basic thing we should start with is sensitizing everyone, even the younger generations, whereby you see someone throwing refuge and you feel like it's a normal thing. It's not normal. We need to start sensitizing people, because these waste products come to clog the gutters, come to clog the flood drains and everywhere. So we need to sensitize people, and they also need to bring out programs so they sensitize citizens.
Basically, I think there should be a proper drainage system, and then also government needs to enforce, and also probably need to educate people on how to properly trash their waste.
There's flood everywhere. I think there's need for more sensitization about how to make sure that all this refuse that people are throwing inside the drainage is being stopped. Because if they don't know the consequence, they need to sensitize the citizen to know more. The consequence, by the time they maybe throw the bin inside the drainage, is going to cause more flood.